Hello and welcome to my channel. Those of you who have been following me may remember that I am trying to give away digitals. I'm teaching myself and I have taken some online courses as well to learn how to make my own digitals, and I'm loving it and having fun, and it's a process, but I'm enjoying that. And as I'm traveling on this journey, I want to share and give away some of my digitals as a thank you. And I wanted to do one for the month of May. For those you may know that May is considered to be a time of spring and growth, and it also happens to be the birth month of a number of several of my family members, and so to celebrate them and to celebrate spring and this new month, and to thank my subscribers, I thought I would give this set of digitals that it actually can make a journal with it. And so I'm going to quickly show you the pages, and then show you how I've been putting it together, and maybe show you a quick how to do a butterfly embellishment. Okay, this is one of the journal pages, and of course you can print on both sides. And cut off the edges and fold it, and you've got a page there. This is one of the background pages, which you could put on the back of that page, or use this as a page alone and back it as well with the same digital. Same thing with this one. This one I put a line down the middle, and I'm just experimenting with a lot of these things. Some things I like, some things I don't like. So there's 4 journal pages, 2 background and 2 with images on it. Did I show you? Let's see. Did I skip this one? Here's the butterfly, which I love this page. And, oh yeah, I did show you. This is the one I misprinted the back. My printer, I didn't misprint it, the printer misprinted it. But I'm going to just cover that with something. And those of you who are beginners, mistakes can be corrected, just so you know that. Then there's also 4 tags, or 2 sets. You could cut these out and glue them together to make one sturdier tag. I've printed these on 40-pound, and this is a presentation paper. It's a 28-pound, which I really like. And my printer does not like cardstock, heavy cardstock. So this, I find the 40-pound goes through quickly, goes through easily, and I sometimes double the pages. It depends on how thick I want the tags to be. Sometimes I layer the tags. So these I didn't design to layer, but you could, like I said, put them together. I mentioned that my printer does, well, I make mistakes with my printer because I forget to turn off certain elements. My printer prints double-sided, and I sent one through, and I wanted to print out multiple copies, and I ended up printing on top of this one, and I came out with this. But I liked it. I like it very much. I like that it's more of a green background. If you can, well, you can see that I stitched around it. And this is what this side turned out then, with double printing. This was on this. Printing that on top of this created these 2 images. And I thought, I like these, so I cut it apart, stitched it together, and I may do some embellishing with that. But it's not a mistake. It's just another advantage for you to have yet another tag. or another make of some kind. Okay, and then as I said, then here are these. These are 2 more tags, and you could, as I said, you could mix them up, mix and match, however you would want to do that. I printed this one twice, and the reason is I'm going to fussy cut this butterfly, and we're going to mount it on top of this one, and I'll show you the tag that I already did with that. But before we get started on that, this is the pages that I just showed you, and I printed this one on the 40-pound paper, and I could print this butterfly again, put it on here, and make it more of a pop-up image. That would really be a fun element to do it. Inside, I printed out more of the pages and cut them apart and made pockets with them too, so you can do that. These are some tags. This one I backed with coffee stained paper, and I did some stitching on here, and this was a thread that I purchased when I had my sewing machine repaired. They had this really cool multicolored thread, and I thought it went really well with this. So that's an option too. This is just coffee stain, and here's what I was talking about making. This is the butterfly tag with the lace on the back. I reprinted the butterfly again, and I have it backed so that if it lifts up, you're not going to see white. I did ink around the edges though, and I folded the wings up and glued it down in the center. And I left some of my strings on here. Put some eyelets in these. This one is just plain. I have to embellish it. This again is I printed on some paper that was lined, and printed on the other side, folded it up to make a pocket that way. Just an option. I like putting this in where it sticks up a little bit, but of course when you put the page, it pushes down the butterfly wings. That's just the nature of it. Again, here's the pages. They're blanks. This is a scrap piece. Added that. I may not keep it there. This is a piece of composition paper. I folded it over, and for Mother's Day, my daughter bought me an Edith Holden book, reproduction, and I'm thrilled to death. I now have 2. They're identical, and I feel that I can cut apart one of them. Many of you know exactly what I'm feeling and talking about. You just hate to take it apart. And I thought that these digitals went really well with the May page. And it wasn't planned. It just happened that way. And I folded it over so that it would fit in here. That's the other side of that scrap piece. I might round the corners on that. I might, I'm going to add things to this as I go along. I'm not sure what exactly I'm doing. This is an envelope that I made with one of the pages. And this hidden paper clip is actually a make I did some time ago, and that comes out. It's a little hidden pocket there. I think that I was inspired by one of Corey Dahman's videos to make this particular hidden paper clip. So far, that's how my journal pages are. I'm using elastic to keep it together because I don't know what I want to add to it. And I'm going to, of course, elaborate on these pages, decorate things, and we'll go from there. This set will be available in my Ko-fi shop. I'll put the links to that underneath this video. And you can go there, and you can download it for free. You do not have to give anything for it. If you would like to buy me a cup of coffee, that'd be great, but you do not need to feel as if you should do that. It is free, and I hope you would download it and use it and enjoy it and celebrate May along with me. Now we'll get to this butterfly thing. I don't know. I'm standing because of the way my setup is here. And so I would like to sit. And I don't know. I'm hoping I can stay in your view. What I'm going to do is just quickly cut this out. And I'm going to try to salvage. I don't like to waste these prints. It's just paper, that's true, but when I can, I want to use them for other things. Now this, because there's the background in this page is a French script, I'm going to use that as my guide to cut across this tag as straight as I can. And I'm going to save this to use to make something. What? I don't know. But something. And the same thing with this one. Let's just save those little scraps. And I'm going to cut this out. And I'll try to do it as quickly as I can. Now I left the butterfly antennae on the one that I did show you, but I'm going to cut it off of this one just for the sake of saving time. And I have some black flower, I guess it's stamens, and I'm going to be gluing those onto this. And I'm not taking as much time and care as I do normally. I like to do fussy cutting in the evening while I watch TV. I'm one who, I don't really like sitting idle. I get too fidgety. I have to be doing something. I have to be usually cutting out something, doing some kind of make. Let's get rid of these pieces. Alright, and now I did not I did want to do that. I did not print on the back side of this, and I don't like that I would do that. And this is just, let me see here, it'll work. I'm going to glue it on that piece that I saved. And unfortunately, that means that I'm going to have to cut it out of that piece as well. Now, you may not want to be bothered with doing this. Maybe you have other butterflies. If you can find one the size of that one. Let me check, make sure. Yeah, I'm still in frame here. It's kind of boring watching me cut out a butterfly. But, I hope you are all well and enjoying the spring. The weather's been kind of crazy here in Pennsylvania. We have warm days, then chilly days, and it's a little unpredictable. And but the flowers are all in bloom, and I'm enjoying that very much. I like looking out. I don't have a big garden. I live in what's called a townhouse, and so I have a very small garden, but I have a deck, and I like to put pots of plants, flowers on the deck, and enjoy them from the inside of the house. I can see them quite well, and when I sit out on my deck, I can enjoy them. And luckily for me, I have a neighbor to one side that likes the flowers as much as I do, and they have a very lovely deck as well. Alrighty, that was done very quickly. And as I said, I don't think I should have took a little bit more care. And I forgot to get out my ink. And I've been using a blue ink for this one, for this kit. What I usually do is I go along, take my nail and go along the body and fold it up. You could use a ruler, or you could score it. Whatever you're comfortable doing. And then I fold it like this so that I can get the ink on those edges. I hope that you all are going to, those of you who do, here in the States, it's Memorial Day. Memorial Weekend, I'm sorry, not Memorial Day. I need a little bit more glue there. And for us, that's a time to remember those who have lost their lives for our country. And generally speaking, it is celebrated with parades and picnics. Picnics are a big thing here. I'm not planning a picnic, but I intend to craft that day. Or I should say, that weekend. I craft every day. It's what I do. When you're as old as I am and retired, and my spouse passed away in 2014, so I just craft to make myself happy. I'm not going to cut this out, and this one is backed, but I'm going to put that on here to show you what I do. And put a little bit of glue in that centerpiece. Let's see, hopefully this is up high enough. Try to match up the bodies. That's usually what I do. See if I use my bone folder here. You could just kind of push it down and wait for it to dry, and once it's dried, then you can fold the fold the wings up again. And of course this would be pretty if you were to, if it doesn't go in a journal and you just give it or just hang it somewhere as a decoration. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there and there, up here and here where the antenna are in. Now it is longer than the ones in the drawing, but that's okay. Now I'm going to use the scissors here to do this, but if you have tweezers handy, which I do. It doesn't have to be right on, but that's fine. And I could have trimmed those a little shorter, but I like it like that. I don't know if you can see that little there. I think it's a little better. Okay, now I'm not finished with this. I will look for some labels, words, and other things to add to it, and maybe I'll show that again when I do another project with it. And I do see a couple of spots that didn't get enough ink on them, I think. Not a big deal, but we go. Anyway, that's a quick way for the beginners out there. Just print it, and how we can cut it out, sew around it, put any kind of a topping on it, ribbons, as I said, maybe some labels and words, whatever you would like to do with it. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you check out my Ko-fi.